Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. We are here to talk about some really current stuff specifically. And most excitingly, we are with eZee, specifically eZee Technosis. Super important and strategic partner to Expedia Group. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. And so today we're going to talk about the 3 actionable ways to increase and drive more revenue. The world is crazy. It has been crazy for the last 18 months. We've all been living through it. And so we want to give you a quick update on some of the things that we're seeing out there in the world of lodging that you can use to your advantage based on what we're seeing out there and surveys and studies that we're doing, as well as the data that we have with Expedia Group. All right, moving forward, just a couple of housekeeping items. First of all, you can expand your screen. Okay, you can expand your screen, and most importantly, you can also interact with us through Q&A. Towards the end, we're going to take some questions, and we're going to go from there. Okay, so we got a lot of things to cover with you today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Specifically, what we're going to cover is the kinds of things that you guys can be doing to empower your success. All right. Like I said, COVID-19 and now the Delta variant have thrown the world into havoc all over the world. But travel is here. Travel is alive and well. It's amazing. It's amazing what COVID-19 has done to the travel industry and for the travel industry, as terrible as it's been. Because as long as we've been holed up in our homes, people want to travel. They want to get out. They want to see their families and friends. They want to, it's just, there's a term in the United States called cabin fever, where you're stuck in your house, you can't get out, and people definitely want to get out and travel. So we're going to talk a lot about that today. Okay, so joining me today are a couple of people. I've got Kenneth Lund with me. He's the connectivity account manager with Expedia Group, and he's got the relationship responsibilities with eZee Technosis. We're also joined today by Andrew Kim, who's the Chief Business Officer of eZee Technosis, and he's also the head of Global Hotel Solutions at Yanolja. He's also in charge of Yanolja's corporate development, covering strategic alliances and partnerships, as well as global mergers and acquisitions. So welcome to the program, you guys. All right, so just want to make one quick comment about the world at large and world in general, and what Expedia Group is focused on. And then we're going to introduce Andrew to you, and we're going to talk about our partnership and all the things that I just mentioned. The title on this thing, Travel is a Force for Good, and we are a force for travel. And when we say that we are a force for travel, we're not talking about Expedia Group. We're talking about all of us. We're talking about you as part of the travel ecosystem. And we think that there is such an opportunity to do good in the world that it's really exciting. And so as you look at this, we look forward, and it's kind of, in the United States and North America, it's kind of fits and starts, especially with the Delta variant happening. But we are seeing massive trends in people's desires to get out. And we're involved with global vaccinations. We're trying to do our part as a corporation to try to make this COVID thing go away and enable all of us to get back to travel. So travel is a force for good. We are all a really great force for travel. The future of travel is very promising, and eZee Technosis and Expedia Group are incredible partners. So with that, I want to introduce Kenneth Lund to share with you some really amazing news about Expedia Group and eZee Technosis. All right, Kenneth.
Well, first of all, a huge congratulations to eZee on achieving the elite status in our Expedia Group Connectivity Partner Program. Our Connectivity Partner Program recognizes and rewards top connectivity providers for maintaining high-quality connections, empowering properties to perform at their very best on the Expedia Group marketplace. To qualify for the elite status, which is the top tier in our program, connectivity partners have to excel on several technical and performance metrics. In fact, Elite connectivity providers represent only the top 2.5% of partners who are eligible in our program. So congrats once again to the eZee team on this incredible achievement. So here are three things that I'd like to highlight about our partnership. First up, playing a proactive role of early adopters. Being an innovative partner of Expedia Group and placing properties needs and interests first, eZee readily enables many functionalities offered by Expedia Group via its system interface. From empowering properties to autonomously manage and execute timely promotional strategies while having a dedicated account management team or to access on room type and rate plan management greatly promotes operational accuracy and administrative efficiency. Next would be the connection quality. eZee not only ensures a great quality connection, but also does so very consistently in both availability and rates as well as reservation delivery, setting the solid foundation for a smooth delivery between properties and travelers. Last but not least, our strong partnership running in the background signifies that properties anywhere in the world can be confident of realizing optimal commercial and operational outcomes, and this is definitely one between eZee and Expedia. We look forward to reaching new heights in this partnership. And with that, I will turn it over to Andrew, who will share more things eZee and the value that they bring. Andrew.
Thank you, Kenneth, for that amazing introduction. Hello, everyone. As introduced, my name is Andrew Kim, and it's with great pleasure that I am here today, having the chance to speak and present alongside our great partner, Expedia, jointly covering content, which I hope will not only be insightful, but also leave you with action items that you can immediately follow up on to help you drive more bookings and revenue at your properties. I understand that majority of the audience today are existing clients of eZee, on which I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for your continued trust in eZee and the use of one or more of our solutions in operating your accommodation businesses. The current slide is a quick snapshot of where eZee stands today. eZee had its 16th year anniversary earlier this year, and we're actively pursuing and continuing to build on our vision of empowering small and medium-sized hospitality businesses to be more efficient and profitable. With more than 22,000 happy clients running their businesses across more than 170 countries around the world, we currently serve our clients in more than 60 plus languages with our 200 plus partners offering 24/7 support through various mediums. What we do at eZee can be simplified into three main value propositions that are backbone to eZee's entire business and vision, which are to bring to our clients, one, the best technology based on clients' needs and the latest technology available in the market. Two, the best service, putting our clients' needs at the forefront of our priority, empowering them so that we can grow and prosper together. And three, bringing such two factors at the best price, maximizing the value for money on our client's decision to partner with eZee. And for those who may not be aware, eZee is fully backed by Yanolja, which is one of the leading travel tech companies today on the global landscape, who has also recently received a $1.7 billion investment from SoftBank's Vision Fund 2. So with the strong support from and the great synergy with our backer, eZee continues to be at the forefront of innovation and will continue to expand on our full suite solutions offerings so that our clients do not have to, one, endure the hassle and trouble of working with multiple vendors, two, ensure seamless connectivity all throughout the hospitality value chain, and three, keep the costs economical as possible. Back to you, John.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. I just had all thumbs with my mute button. That is super, super exciting. So I just want to add just a couple of comments with regard to the partnership and the elite partnership with eZee. It's a big deal. It's a big deal for eZee Technosis, and it's a big deal for Expedia Group. But I also want to tell you that I believe as we move forward, it's going to be a very, very big deal to you as a customer with eZee Technosis. And here's the reason why as it relates to Expedia Group. We got a lot of data. We have a lot of travel data. We got a lot of market data. Arguably, we're one of the top data companies in travel in the worldwide. Right now, we're in the process of building a lot of tools to make your life easy. I mentioned to you that as bad as COVID has been for the world, it has also had some shining moments. And one of those shining moments is that it has shown us as Expedia Group what we as a company can do in a very, very short period of time that we didn't think we could do before. So it's been a remarkable experience, and all this is coming together with regard to our data, with regards to the tools that we're building, the integrations, the application programming interfaces, tools like artificial intelligence, revenue management tools, all these different kinds of things that we're working on, that we're going to bring to you through eZee, okay, through eZee Technosis. And so as an elite partner, eZee Technosis is going to get, I mean, they have inside connections with Expedia Group, with our developers. They're going to be the first to get access to the new things that we're going to be developing. Real strategic advantage. So again, I wanted to thank you, Andrew, thank eZee Technosis, and congratulate you guys, because we're going to take this partnership to the next level. And I believe that as we do that, you as our mutual customers are going to see some tremendous benefit as we move forward over the next months and years. Okay, so thank you again. We got lots to cover, so let's keep on going. Okay, so some of the things that we're going to be presenting to you today are based on research as well as our data. Okay, we did a number of studies. One of the studies is based with 16,000 respondents across 8 different countries around the world. And one of the things that they told us was where they want to travel, what they want to do. 45% said they want to go to the beach. Okay, lots and lots of people want to go to the beach. It's the number one most desired destination pretty much across all cultures. 36% want to go to major cities, right? That kind of blew my mind. 36, that's over a third of people want to go back into cities. And of course, you know, cities basically had to be evacuated during, or nobody wanted to go to cities, right? Nobody wanted to share an elevator or anything like that. So that's really great. The cities are coming back. 33% want to go to small towns or villages. They still want to stay away from cities, but they do want to be with people. 25% want to stay in rural areas, and 22% want to be in mountains. So that was just kind of some background information that I thought I'd share with you. Okay, so first thing of the 3 insights that travelers have shared with us, and we have received through our data. Travelers want to stay longer. Now, here's the thing. The interesting thing about travelers wanting to stay longer is that they still, a lot of them still have their vacation money from last year that they haven't spent, and they want to spend it this year, and they want to extend their vacations. So here's the thing. Let them. And not only that, remind them that they can, okay? Because some people, I've heard it all the time. I've talked to people, I say, hey, why are you only going for a week? I don't know. Well, why don't you go for a week and a half or 2 weeks? That's a great idea. So remind them, okay? Because people want to catch up on their vacation from the previous year and a half. Some of the things that people are looking for is a discount. Right? If they extend their stay, give them a discount on the stay, on the part of their stay that they're extending. Free meals, free breakfast, upgraded, give them something, right? Free drink or food vouchers. And then if they're attending a meeting, make sure that you include something there, so that they stay after the meeting. Right? They make it a staycation or something like that. But people want to stay with you longer. Okay, that's one of the things people want. So, number 1 tip with regard to travelers wanting to stay longer, encourage them. Encourage them to stay longer. Okay, one of the things that we're seeing now, let me back up. During COVID, where markets were opened up to travel, we're seeing that most bookings were happening at the last minute, because people were just too concerned, right? Things were changing too fast. People were like, I don't want to book beyond, I don't know, a week. Well, now 2/3 of bookings are coming in beyond the last minute discount window, or the last minute window, if you will. Okay. And so load your inventory a year in advance, a year and a half in advance if you can. And it is making a difference. Now, this is an example of a company in Taiwan. And I'm not one to read charts very often, but I'm going to read this because this is a quote. I load room inventory more than 365 days in advance because I want to get future bookings as much as possible. I pair this with a promotion. If people book earlier than 55 days, they get a great rate. I load inventory as far advanced as I can, at least a year in advance is my preference. Now, this is from Janet Chen. And her her results have been 150% increase in room nights and 392% increase in revenue. Right? Your mileage may vary, right? Your performance may vary, but it's certainly something to think about. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Andrew to kind of take you through how you can do that with eZee.
Thank you, John. So I absolutely second and agree with all the views that you've shared, John. With the vaccination programs in full swing in many countries across the globe, with the expectation of resuming travel on a future date, and all the pent-up demand that everyone is noticing around these days, loading your inventory well in advance and making it bookable are very important factors. And really doing so using eZee Centrics, eZee's channel manager, is very easy and simple. As you see on the slide, a screen which must be very familiar to many of you, this is our general screen wherein you can do many, many things. But it's for uploading inventory and setting the applicable rates for each of your room types. I would like to point out that you must select inventory from the drop-down menu inside the rates inventory function, as illustrated on the screen with the green box. Then here, you can select a specific date and change the rates and inventory details to your likings. So then let's say you now want to upload inventory for a much longer period, say 3 months, 6 months, or even 365 days, as we have talked about. Then you have two options of doing so on eZee Centrics. First is using the distribution wizard, or two is using the bulk update button on the right side of the screen, which are again highlighted by a red box on the current screen. As you can probably tell from the wording, if you want to upload your inventory in bulk, I suggest that you use the bulk update button for the most convenience. Before I move on to showing what actually happens once you click on the bulk update button, I would like to point out another important and very useful function within eZee Centrics. You'll actually see an upload arrow identified by a purple box on the screen next to the currency indicator. Through this feature, even if you have your inventory for, let's say, the next 2 or 3 years, very nicely organized in an Excel format, you can actually simply upload your Excel file through here, and all your details will be automatically inputted into and will be synced with our channel manager solution. Now, once you actually click on the bulk update button on the previous screen, it will take you to what is shown on the screen now. Here, things are actually very, very straightforward. You simply select the duration, the from and to date for which you're wanting to update for, and the specific parameters that you may want to apply. For example, you may only want to effectuate the update for weekdays during a specific duration and concern, or just weekends, as whatever the case may be for your particular property. And the actual fields that you want to update it for, ticking off on the appropriate box at the very bottom, such as inventory, rate, minimum nights, etc. Again, depending on what exactly you're wanting to update. Again, staying on the topic of uploading your inventory for 365 days in advance, to simply upload your property, you would set the from and to period to cover the next 365 days, take off the inventory box, and click on the update button, and repeat the process for each room type that you may have at your property, and you are done. Voila. As simple as that. Back to you, John.
Perfect. Thank you. Voila, you are done. Awesome. All right, good. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Travelers want flexibility. Now, this is hand in glove with travelers wanting to stay longer, right? They want flexibility specifically in terms of cancellation policies in case things go south, okay? Now, what this chart shows is that back in 2020, 2/3 of folks were likely to be willing to trade a non-refundable room for a discount, right? For a reduced rate. Today, that's pretty much flipped. People aren't willing to book a non-refundable room as much as they were before. So, something for you to think about as we move forward and the world recovers from COVID as we move forward is give them flexibility. Be flexible yourself, because this is one of the things they're looking for. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, folks are booking farther and farther in advance, but at the same time, a lot of them are looking for that flexibility. One in three folks said that they actually filter on Expedia Group and our sites based on refundable cancellation policies. Okay, so that's something that you need to understand. And with the rise of the Delta variant, it may go to 1 in 2. We don't know. but that's something that is very, very important. So not only offer, but make sure you're communicating. You're communicating that if you're offering flexible cancellation policies, I mean, light fireworks around that statement if you can, because it's very, very important to travelers. And just think about yourself as a traveler, right? Where you're trying to figure out travel for your family. You want to plan ahead because you know that if you can go in the future, demand is going to be huge, right? So you want to plan ahead, but at the same time, you want to protect your investment. So kind of put yourself in your own shoes as a traveler and what you're looking for, and I think you'll be very, very well served that way. Now, another example, case study from Miami, Dream South Beach Hotel. Okay, it's clear that having a flexible cancellation policy is a must for us. Working for Expedia Group to offer a more flexible approach helps us to capture our fair market share. They became #1 in their lodging category, right? And experienced a 7% lower cancellation rate relative to their competitors. So this is something that you want to be aware of, you want to study, you want to analyze, use eZee's analytics to understand what's happening in your market, use Expedia Group's analytics and our partner success teams to understand what's happening, because we'll get that information to you so you can make the right decisions. All right, Andrew.
Absolutely. Having flexible cancellations policies and making it known to the guests are very, very important. I just can't say any less. And I admit too that during the last 12 months, I've also searched for hotels, filtered them out by flexible cancellation policies, and even booked a few that had, those 1 day prior cancellations or no penalty for changing your dates. And unfortunately, due to the lockdown in the place of my residence, I was not actually able to travel on those scheduled dates, but my bookings are still very much live, and I plan to complete them next month in the month of October. Fingers crossed. What you actually see on the slide right now is actually a screen that is part of our content API. It's actually a separate module that is fully integrated with our eZee Channel Manager, but is not actually made available directly to our clients at this particular point in time. In short, access to this page is done by eZee's onboarding or account management team, and we update it as necessary on behalf of our clients. As you're probably well aware, all these details are filled out and uploaded at the initial steps of property onboarding and configuration, which our onboarding team completes in close collaboration with the hoteliers or lodging partners. In most cases, new clients onboarding our new channel manager are already connected to Expedia via their extranet. So at eZee, because we are tightly connected and integrated with Expedia, we usually simply auto-populate this aspect with what is then currently uploaded as a hotel's policy on Expedia. However, should you want to make any changes to your cancellation policies, such as 1, deadline, the penalty window defined in hours, 2, the per stay fee, the fees that will be charged if the customer cancels within a specific deadline, and 3, cancellation amount, a definite flat amount that would be charged for cancellations. In actual price, this would actually normally replace the per stay fee, but it can be also added on top of the per stay fee based on the needs and the wants of the hotel property. Again, your respective or your other counterparty at eZee would be more than happy to explain in further detail should any of these matters be confusing. So quickly touching on why we do not currently allow direct access to such functionality to our clients, it is because we want to ensure that no accidents actually take place and that your businesses are not harmed from any oversight, premature loading, incomplete updates, what have you. As we want to avoid and alleviate any possibilities for a disaster, we currently keep control of this aspect, but promptly respond to any change requests that are brought by our clients. As a final note on this topic, while the hotels can definitely update their content details and cancellation policies via Expedia's extranet, we actually suggest that any such changes to be done via eZee solutions. The reason here being that if you do it via Expedia extranet, of course you can get it done. However, it will require a little bit of manual labor, but it will, more importantly, require the further step of mapping it with our system. But if you make the changes with eZee Technosis through our content API, your changes, which will be affected by our team, will then automatically be created and mapped with Expedia and any other distribution platforms that you're connected through Content API via the eZee Channel Manager. Thank you. Back to you, John.
All right, thank you very, very, very much. Really, really important stuff. So I'm gonna take the time clock back about 30 years. So 30 years ago, I was working for a company called IBM, and I created a quote that kind of stuck, and the quote is this: "Today's luxury is tomorrow's expectation." Okay, very, very important to understand, because as you're looking at your cancellation policies, and I'm still on cancellation policies, it's not just you, but it's your competition, and it's your market and what's going on out there. Here in the United States, my main airline, I don't own an airline, but the airline that I use most often, they don't have cancellation fees anymore. They have 100% credits, and so more and more of the airlines are doing that, and more of the hotels are being very, very flexible. So today's luxury, yesterday's luxury is today's expectation, right? And so as we're going forward in COVID, we saw one thing that we saw in the vacation rental industry here in the United States is that as we recovered from COVID very, very quickly, the different areas of the different vacation areas and vacation rental areas, holiday rentals, exploded from the standpoint of demand, huge demand. And so the pendulum went all the way back from flexible cancellation policies all the way back to their prior very rigid cancellation policies. And now with the Delta variant happening, it's starting to go back that way again. So it's not a permanent thing. It's a fluid thing based on what's going on. Will everything go back to the pre-COVID world the way that it was? Probably not. But you know what? In a lot of ways, that's a good thing. Because I'll tell you, the demand that we've been seeing for travel post-COVID has been extraordinary. So anyway, I've spoken way too much. I'm sorry about that, Andrew. But just something for you guys to be thinking about as we move forward, okay? So the third thing, this is my favorite topic of all. Travelers want to envision their stay, and they want to feel at home. They want to envision their stay with you, and as much as possible, especially if they're going to extend their stay, they want to feel at home. Okay, so moving forward, three things that travelers want. The first thing is they want to see detailed photos. They want to see photos of the amenities of what you have in your properties, in your hotels. 88% want to see photos of the amenities, okay? And these photos of amenities can be a blender, okay, or a refrigerator in your hotel. Refrigerators are very important. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. And on average, 9 photos for hotel properties is the number of photos that people are looking for. So then the question becomes, what are the photos that travelers are looking for, right? And this is where Expedia Group and eZee can be really, really great partners to you. We can be your research arm because we collectively spend thousands of hours and millions of dollars on research and understanding what's going on and understanding what travelers are looking for and helping you to, and with that understanding, letting you know that information to help you convert more bookings and do better business. All right. So 72%, of course, you have to have the room photos. Make sure they're bright, make sure they're clean, because cleanliness is still very, very important. If you're doing triple sheeting with white sheets, show it. Okay, if you're showing old photos of your hotel rooms with big quilts and everything, you might want to change that. Now, very interestingly, 53% said that bathroom photos are important. Bathroom photos are important. I think especially the ladies, I don't know, but 53% said bathroom photos. Make sure those photos are clean. Okay, 52% want to see property photos. What you've got, whether it's got your pool, they want to see the main lobby, they want to see that your place is cool and clean. 49% want to see the exterior of the property, and 48% want to see photos of if you have in-dining areas or anything like that. Okay, so photos are very, very important. Super, super important. I've been preaching this for about 18 years. Photos. All right. Next slide. This is another case study. So Expedia tells you how many photographs you need. We standardized everything we had on the hotel website and did the same on Expedia, and it was the best thing we could have done. All the room categories began to sell. 50% increase on daily rate, the average daily rate, and 27% increase in, I want to get this right, room nights year over year. That's huge. That's huge. Okay. Now, just a quick comment on this. Okay. We give you lots of indicators, and if you call us, we will tell you what to do. We will look and we'll advise you what the photos are that people are looking for. Okay. Like I said, we do lots, and I mean, we call ourselves and we pride ourselves of being a data-driven company and a relationship-driven company, but the data part of it, we'll give it to you because we are in lockstep as Expedia Group. Anyway, I'm not going to go into all that stuff, but nonetheless, let's keep on going. So, what travelers want? What travelers want? What are the amenities that travelers want? Okay, 70%. Roughly 70% of travelers said that when they consider the amenities that they want, they're willing to pay for them. They're willing to pay extra for amenities that they want. Here's the top ones for hotels and our hotel lodging partners. Spa treatments. They are willing to pay for spa treatments and they want it. This is number one, okay? Number two, if you have it, an in-room jacuzzi. Not very many hotel rooms have in-room jacuzzis, at least in the United States. But that's something that people want and they're willing to pay more for. High-speed internet. High-speed internet. A lot of hotels have two different flavors of internet. One is standard and second is high-speed. Everybody wants high-speed internet, especially if they're going to do Zoom calls, especially if they're going to have, if their kids are going to do learning online or they're going to work during their vacation. So high-speed internet is very, very important. Upgraded room service and a refrigerator. It helps them be more at home when you have a refrigerator. On the vacation rental side, just so you guys know, number one is high-speed internet. So there's a hint. Everybody wants to be on vacation, but still be together over technology. Heated swimming pool, hot tub, a balcony or patio, right? And on-site parking. So these are things that we have found pretty interesting, okay? Now, 77% said that there are must-have technologies. Number one, high-speed internet. I'm not going to say anything more to that. Okay. Number two is streaming services like Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and Netflix, things like that. Conveniently located USB ports. Folks, please, every one of you, all you got to do is get a $10 clock radio that's got a USB port on it next to the bed. Please do that. It is such a pain to have to pull the bed out to get to the plug, to plug in my phone. Okay. So just get those those USB ports right next to the bed. Wonderful. Contactless check-in, smart home technology. Okay. Smart home technology and speakers and home office. If you can give them a printer or a scanner and just let them have it there, right? Helps them do business. Now, the streaming services, you guys can read this. It's important to millennials, Gen Zers, those who have children, those who have in-laws. I want to tell you about in-laws. I'm an in-law. I got grandkids, and I want the streaming services as much as my family wants me to have my streaming services so they can go out and leave me with my streaming services. So get this, make sure you have the streaming services because everybody wants it. Okay? All right, enough said on that. Now, moving forward. Kids and pets. Remember, it all comes together. We're talking about extending vacations, people feeling at home. Pets are part of the family, okay? Where you have cultures in different countries where they have pets, accommodate them. Make those amenities available to them, okay? If you have places on your property for kids to play, take pictures of them. If you have places for the dogs, take pictures of them. Again, make sure they're clean. And so please make sure they're clean when you take pictures of them. But make sure you take pictures of all this stuff because this is what people are looking for. Just one more quick thing. Again, people are looking for amenities to make them feel at home, okay? In the vacation rental space, crazy, in the United States, we found that 25% of folks renting vacation rentals want a waffle iron in the vacation rental. A waffle iron, okay? Another thing that we found, that pictures of high-speed blenders for margaritas makes a big difference. So take pictures of everything in your rooms, okay? Everything that you might be looking for. And again, also, if you have a desk area with a printer, make sure you have the high-speed internet. Make sure you take photos of that so that they can see that as well, okay? All right, so again, travelers want to envision their stay and feel at home. So make sure you take the right pictures to showcase your property. Okay. Now, last couple of comments on this. 57% of travelers said that detailed photos give them the confidence to book your accommodations. Okay. And 70% said that they're willing to pay more for certain amenities that they want. So give them the options. Show that to them in their amenities. Now, to showcase your properties, it's very easy. You could do it in Partner Central, which is an Expedia group, okay? This is a screen that allows you to do that, but you can also do that with eZee Technosis. And so 2 different ways, one through Partner Central, and here's Andrew to tell you more.
Showcasing your property and giving and providing as much detail up front about your property will definitely allow guests to make more informed decisions. There's no question about it, right? A decision that the guests will be more confident in making, not only which will lead to more bookings, but less cancellations and more satisfied stays, right? Which is something that all lodging partners want. So Expedia has provided great suggestions on what type of photos and the details you should be uploading and making them clearly visible. Again, the key point here is that you have to communicate and make it visual, right, to your prospective guests. But generally understanding what areas that needs to be worked on and actually doing it can be quite different. As we have actually found based on our research and our talking with our partners and clients, is that in many instances, hoteliers and lodging partners are quite uncertain on exactly what needs to be done, or more importantly, whether what they have implemented is actually the most optimal and is actually deriving better business performance for the properties. So then, in order to assist hotels to resolve their queries and concerns with their online presence and online business performance, at eZee, we offer what we call RMM services, short for Revenue and Marketing Management Services. In essence, we provide all the 6 things listed on the screen that you see right now. And through these services, we work with you to, 1, audit your current online performance, inclusive of reviewing your photos to making sure they're clean, right? And images as well as other content descriptions. 2, improve the property's online visibility and attractiveness. 3, save the hotel's property daily man hours, right? Resulting in more optimal use or saving of resources at your properties. 4, we optimize your occupancy and ARR, which all results in 5, higher gross revenues for your property. So in short, our in-house revenue management and marketing experts use various variables, including booking insights, again, data that we readily and importantly share with Expedia, and revenue patterns of thousands of properties on a daily basis to implement a very property-specific optimization strategy for your particular hotel. And lastly, as mentioned by John on one of his slides, one of the travelers must-have technologies as identified in Expedia's research was contactless check-in. I would like to highlight that on eZee's Channel Manager and of course on our eZee Absolute PMS, as well as our eZee Reservation, which is our internet booking engine, we already have such contactless technology embedded within. So our contactless check-in solution is called the Guest Portal. And it will allow you to simplify and quicken the whole pre-arrival process from guest profile creations, identification uploading, receiving guest requests in advance, to collecting guest reviews. So during the pandemic, we have an increasing number of our clients making use of this very, very feature to better cater to the demands of today's travelers. So if our clients out there are not currently using these features, let us know, or after the webinar today, please go and turn this feature on, which I will tell you more about right now. The guest portal can be activated through the setting options on eZee Centrics. As shown on the image to the left on the screen right now, here you will have the option to turn on the guest portal functionality and also pick and choose which set of features and information you want to open up and collect from your incoming guests. How it then works. So once a traveler makes a booking on Expedia, your hotel will get a notification about such a booking, right? Then via the information provided in the Expedia booking confirmation, the hotel is able to send out an email to the incoming guests, giving them access to this very particular guest portal. The image on the right would be a sample email that is sent as such. And as you can see, there are specific login details and credentials that is provided to the guests, allowing them to access the guest portal and take benefit of all its features. Then, upon clicking and logging into the guest portal using such credentials, this is now the main screen that the guests will arrive at. Here, the guests will be able to manage details of their booking from inputting, as again, the guest details for contactless check-in, arranging for transportation, making any advanced requests to the hotel, and then during their stay, ordering room service, to viewing bills at any particular point in time during their stay, and even getting those bills paid in a cashless manner, connected with the payment gateway used at the hotel. So at eZee, we have a full suite of solution offerings for hotels from channel manager, property management systems, point of sale, internet booking engine, website builder, revenue management tools, and much more. As you can probably see, what I just mentioned are all software technologies. And while eZee continues to enhance our existing software solutions, in the near future, you will also see hardware solutions being available through eZee, including self-check-in cloud kiosk solutions to in-room guest management IoT devices and solutions. Recall John on one of his slides talking about smart home technologies. The IoT devices would actually allow the hotels to provide such solutions to the guests. So all these things will not only allow our clients to digitize their daily operations for greater efficiency, but also to personalize and satisfy the technological demands of today's and future travelers. So please stay in the loop for exciting announcements, which I believe will come sometime in the very near future. Back to you, John.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. That is really exciting. Now you got me, now you got me interested in what you guys got coming. So that's very, very cool. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that. You know, well, let me just go on, and I'll add a comment in just a couple of slides. All right, moving forward, just some quick summary. Remember, travelers want to stay longer. Okay, so encourage them to stay longer. Encourage them by and adding your inventory 365 days in advance. Travelers want flexibility, so give it to them. Give it to them because your competition probably is too. So be aware of what's going on out there and communicate your flexible cancellation policies. And remember that travelers want to envision their stays, and they want to feel at home. So update your property photos, update your amenities, and I want to add one more quick comment to this particular section. Try to make sure that that part of your relationship doesn't stop once they've booked your property, because there's an entire process that happens between the time they book their property to the time they arrive book your property to the time they arrive, right? And one of the examples I tell folks, in the US and North America, the biggest holiday of the year is Christmas. And I'll ask the question, what is the best thing about Christmas? And I'll ask a room full of 100 people, what's the best thing about Christmas? And people will say, the gifts, the family, the food, and all that kind of stuff. Nobody will answer, nobody will give the answer nobody has given the answer that I'm about to give you. And that is, the best thing about Christmas for most people is the anticipation of Christmas, okay? Is Christmas, looking forward to it. And it's the exact same thing with vacations, okay? To me, one of the funnest things about vacations is looking forward to the vacation, right? I mean, people have countdowns and X's on their calendars that show how many days are left before their vacation. So stay in touch with them. right? During that process leading up to their vacation, keep them engaged with you, and keep that relationship going. And you want to make yourself unforgettable, right? And so there you have it. Okay, so really good. We've talked about a lot of things. All right, we have a few questions, Andrew, and this is again the only other time that I actually read questions. So with that, we have 3 questions. All right, first one is to you, Andrew. How quickly do bulk updates happen on eZee Centrics, and how long does it take to go live? Okay.
Great question. I think, again, it's a question that we get asked very often. It's a great question, but I think I can simply answer in a few seconds. And my answer would be, it actually uploads and goes live in a matter of seconds. So the moment you click update, give it 3 to 5 seconds, and then done. Again, I don't want to use the word voila again, but you'll be done and it'll be live and commercially available.
All right, very cool. Thank you. Easy as that. Voila. Okay. Second question. Okay, this is on Expedia. In what order are photos distributed on Expedia for my properties? Okay, that's a great question. And the answer to that is in lots of orders. Okay. Sorry, the question is, or the answer is, it depends. No, I'm just kidding, but sort of. I mentioned about research. I mentioned about data. If you were to watch on Expedia Group's sites what happens with photos, a lot of times, even on for your properties, you'll see us change. You'll see us changing photos all the time, because one day we might think we have the right combination for the feature photo, and the next day we'll realize maybe not. So we are constantly changing based on what we're seeing traveler behavior being, because the whole idea is to present information, present photos, present what the traveler wants to see in the format and the order they want to see it, in order for them to get the information they need to book your property, right? And so we're constantly, we have never, and you probably have never seen us just go, oh, great, we figured it out, we're done. No, it's a constant motion. We're constantly in motion, looking at things and trying to figure out how to make things better. Things like the waffle iron, things like the high-speed blender for margaritas, right? We're constantly looking for more things. So stay in touch. My point here is to stay in touch. Again, using your partnership with Andrew and using your partnership with Expedia Group, let us help you, and let us share with you the information that we have. Okay, constantly changing. Okay, the minute traveler preferences change is the minute that we'll stop changing, or the minute traveler preferences stop changing is a minute that we'll stop changing. Okay, but the world is dynamic, and we all know that. All right, so stay tuned and stay in touch. All right, last question. Okay, this is clearly for you. Can I set up different cancellation policies for all OTAs that I'm connected with from eZee Centrics? Andrew.
Okay, that was for me. By the way, I absolutely agree with your answer, John. I think, yeah, things are dynamically changing all the time. So the important thing is to stay updated, right? And if for whatever reason you don't have the latest details and the research capabilities, leverage on Expedia, leverage on eZee, right, to get that information. Going back to the question, can I set up different cancellation policies for all OTAs that I'm connected with from eZee Centrics? The answer here is yes and no. The reason being is, if you recall earlier in the webinar, I mentioned something called the Content API, right? And we have integrated Content API with Expedia. And we do at eZee have such Content API integration with the major other distribution channels as well. So as long as the OTA in concern that you're speaking about has such Content API ready, all that can be done individually and as a bulk within the eZee Centric system. However, for those other distribution channels that does not have the Content API ready or is not yet integrated with eZee, then the only other alternative is to use the extranet of that particular distribution channel to update the cancellation policies for your particular property.
Okay, very cool. And you know, I got to tell you, Andrew, and everybody, to me, this is good news because I want you guys to be using Expedia Group, and you're going to see us in the coming year as we roll things out, really start to accelerate the things that we're going to be delivering to you in the form of application programming interfaces or APIs. And so our job is going to be to make things easier, make things faster, to make things smarter, make things better, you know, as we move forward. So thank you for that. All right, just wrapping this thing up again, one last time, quick summary chart. Load your inventory 365 days in advance. I've said that. That's the last time I'm going to say it. I promise. I'm going to say this for the last time. Offer and communicate your flexible cancellation policies. And finally, show them what they want to see. Show them what you would want to see when you're booking your property. Okay, and make that stuff available for them, including a waffle iron if you feel like it. But make sure that's something your customers want. Okay, so with that, all right, Andrew, any closing comments, please?
Yes. Well, just on John's comment about incoming or newly developed APIs coming out into the market, eZee being the early adopters and one of the elite status partners with Expedia, we'll jump on it. So whenever it's ready, let us know, and then we'll make sure that gets done, and accordingly get it passed to our clients for their leveraging and ease of use. With that, really, our eZee's contact details are provided on the screen. So should you have any questions regarding any of the content that we covered today, or interested in knowing more about any of the other solutions that's available at eZee, or if you just have any OTA-related issues or concerns, we're on standby to assist you. So you can reach us by phone, by email, or by the chat feature available on our website. And of course, as an alternative, you can also reach out to your account manager at eZee, who would be more than happy to handle and cater to any of your requests. So thank you. That would be it, John.
That is awesome. And so just a couple of things as we close here. Please share your feedback with us. We want to know how you guys feel about this particular webinar, because if you don't like it, we're not going to do any more of them. If you do like it, we will do more of them. And our hope is that you do like it, because as we come out with new technologies, and Andrew and eZee have got things to share, and we have things to share, providing these kinds of information webinars to you. So make sure you let us know whether you like them or not. Update your content, all the things that we talked about, and that study that I told you about with 16,000 respondents, you can actually download it. So if you want to take a look at it, go ahead and download it from the webinar resource page, and you can have it for yourself. Okay, Andrew, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations. I can't tell you, I couldn't be more excited for our future together, because I think it's a bright future for all of us moving forward. And Kenneth Lum, thank you for joining us, and that's it. That's it, folks. So thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you guys in the future, and keep your head up and your hopes alive, and all things are going to be good. Okay, so thank you again for joining us. Bye-bye.